All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Akakwadash. I want to give double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to your Akim who go out throughout the four corners of this earth, pushing this truth in all sincerity. For water, man, keep doing what you're doing. And for those that have been laboring, you know, for Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, man, stay strong. And keep your head, keep your head up, man. Keep your eyes in the sky, man, because our Lord is gonna be back soon. And so, like this song in the background is a warrior song from the Lakota tribe. And there's a beautiful saying in Lakota is Hochahe, and Hochahe means it roughly translates into today is a good day to die, meaning it's a good day for a warrior to go to war and lay his life down for his people. And it's the same for us. We want to lay our life down for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and the elect's sake if we have to. Ultimately, our goal is to be delivered. But I'm gonna jump right into these scriptures, man, because we've been dealing with our enemy for a long time, Esau Edom, which is a so-called white man, and that's funny, man. This watching this video, and it actually has a picture of the interpretation. They used to put this on when they would dance, and that was the interpretation of Esau Edom right there. Now, I believe that's a Heyoka dancer, backwards dancer. And he's wearing that blonde hair, that leprosy, you know what I'm saying? But Esau Edom is the so-called white man according to the Bible and the spirit of the Bible. And the Lord, has a chosen people, Jacob, whose his name was changed to Yasharallah, or Israel, which means he is the prince of the power, because that's what we are, man. We're princes of the Most High, because he called us his children. He loved Abraham so much that he blessed us through him. And that's a beautiful thing, man. But I just wanted to get down, to the fact that you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians are the chosen people of the Lord, man. The nation of Israel, 12 tribes. And you are who the Lord is sending his son Yahushai and the angels back to deliver. The 144,000 of you who have been laboring, not in vain. All right, I want to grab this word really quick. This is H 119, and the word is aquab. Aquab. And aquab, the definition, a heel, as protuberant, hence a track, figuratively the rear of an army, right? Heel of a horse, hoof, last, lair, weight, right? Step. Some in printed copies. Horse's hoof, the extreme rear of an army, prince, right? So for us, when it talks about the heel, let me get this definition from Edom Online, of a dog, which is interesting, man, because when you tell your dog, man, heel, it's follow or stop at my heel, it means to like halt, and that's exactly what Jacob did in the womb when they were wrestling. When it was time to be delivered, he actually held the heel of Esau, and that's symbolic for a couple of reasons. But let me let the scripture speak on it, and I'll do my best to edify on it as well. Man, this is a trip. This word healed, like healed. When you go in and you're in wrestling, you grab somebody by the heel and you yank them up, and their whole top of their body go down. That's how Jacob was, man. He was a skilled wrestler, slash BJ Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. It wasn't called that then, but he would be a master of those skills because he wrestled a holy angel as well as you know as well as Jacob. So let's get the history on it. This is Genesis 25 and 26. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob, and Isaac was 30 years old. Right, so that was it right there. So we can get a little bit up. Um, let's see. I'm gonna read this quickly. Doesn't need. This is just some history on the situation between Jacob and Esau and how they became mortal enemies in the womb of Isaac's wife, Rebekah. And Isaac entreated Yahweh for his wife because she was barren, and Yahweh was entreated of him, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived. And the children struggled together within her, and she said, If it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And Yahweh Bashem Yahushai said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And one people shall be stronger than the other, and the elder shall serve the younger. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there was twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Wasted away is he. So he came out with no pigment. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob, right? Yaquab, supplanter. And Isaac was 80 old when she bare them. Right? Okay. So now we got the history. Let's go to Job. Right? This is a future prophecy here of what's about to take place in the near future. This is Job 18 and 9. The jinn shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall prevail against him. So, right, a jinn is something you set up for to capture small game, birds, right? So that jinn, what it does is you have some type of trap. So you'll have like a string or a stick, and maybe something will enclose on it, or it'll yank up like a noose when something tries to get away, right? It'll kick something out, and then next thing you know, you're stuck up in this snare, right? And a jinn, it'll trap its enemy, right? And the jinn shall take him by the heel, man. So his downfall is coming. And the Achilles heel, the reason the heel is so tender, because if you rupture, cut, destroy, strain your Achilles heel, you can't walk. It's a very, very prominent ligament in your body that causes you to be able to walk. and Esau, it's also a place of strength, because if you have somebody's heel, they can't do shit. You know what I'm saying? If you're holding on to their heel, or even like if you have in wrestling, if you have hand control, wrist control, if you got their hands and they can't do nothing, you're winning the match. Unless he can get out of that hold. And that jinn, I want to get that word jinn. I like that. The jinn. Pach. Right? H 6341. And it's pach. The definition, a metallic sheet as pounded thin. Also a spring net. Right? A jinn, a thin plate, a snare. And that's what this is talking about, is as a snare. Right, so let's get Hosea 12 and 3. We'll start here at 2. The Lord hath a controversy with Judah, and will punish Jacob according to his ways, according to his doings will he recompense him. And that's what Esau was used as, is our whooping stick. Right? Verse 3. He took his brother by the heel in the womb, and by his strength he had power with Yahweh. Right? So, hey. Now, that scripture, I bring that scripture out, right, to bring this scripture out. That power is talking about this right here. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born, of him Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. Right? Again, it's bringing out that same scripture we've been bringing out. There's a reason, though. Here's why. Verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, which is the kingdom of heaven. So this current system of things is Esau's, right? He's in power. This is his deal. But actually, I need this scripture too. I just did a scripture on this just the other day, or a video on this just the other day, but I want to keep bringing it out. I think it's 9. Salakia. This was an afterthought. Let me look it up. Shoot. Okay, Ecclesiasticus 10 and 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. So as he's holding that heel, like I said, I did this in a video just a couple of days ago, speaking about how him holding that heel and the elder shall serve the younger, is talking about this translation of kingdoms, which is happening right before your very eyes. The Lord is about to return, and he's going to deliver his elect out of the current situation that we are in. So this is Romans 9 and 11. For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, and here's deeper as to why Jacob was the one that gets to rule in the kingdom. That purpose of Yahweh according to the election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. The Most High is the one that calls you to